So we're now entering the shop Kennedy's Art Supplies, and in front of me is standing Connor Kennedy.
That's right. Hello, I'm Connor Kennedy.
Yeah, exactly. You're one of the three owners, right, of this business?
That's correct, yes. Yes. We have been in artist materials since the 40s, existing as a business since 1987. Have you
exactly
painter yourself, and do you?
Yeah,
we are carrying a good range of 5 different makes of artist oils and other colours, and we are also covering 7 brands from those different makers.
Exactly. We're going to look closer to the brands in a moment.
Yeah.
But first, I understand that the family business goes 5 generations back.
That's correct.
And it started as brush.
Yeah, yes, indeed. It was a brush factory many
brush
years
factory,
ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Established 1887, and moving to this premises in 1918, and we've been here ever since. So.
1918, exactly. So it was your father, as I understand it, who decided to do away with the brush. Except for the paintings.
He introduced. My father was an artist himself, a painter, and he introduced the colours into the business and artist materials, and they eventually took over from the brush business, and we're now solely artist materials.
Yeah, exactly. So at that time, in 1940, for instance, I think the only brand then in your shop was this one, eh?
Yes, Winton, and well, Winton actually didn't exist then. It was a student colour. That's their budget colour. But Winsor & Newton is the make, and that's the artist range of Winsor & Newton colours. All down there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This is an English brand.
English brand. Yes, that's right. Very well-known English brand across the world, and they are traditionally making in London with a very wide range of colours, and they had a very high reputation. They still have a very high reputation for their watercolours, which are all here.
Exactly.
Brands.
Exactly, and then we go to this this brand.
Possibly our oldest manufacturer, established 1783. Rowney's, as they were then, George Rowney and Company in London. They are now Daler Rowney, and they manufacture artist and acrylic colours. And we have those brands here in the house. We also, of course, have brands from elsewhere. We have colours from Sennelier in Paris.
Yeah, this is an exciting brand because 1887.
87, yes.
It already catered to the famous Impressionists.
Absolutely, yes. And some of the colours that they, especially in their oil colour ranges, which is the most traditional thing they do, they would have been blending to the requirements of certain of the Impressionist painters, and some of the colours were developed especially for them as a result. They are now also, of course, manufacturing acrylic colours, and they do watercolours.
Exactly. Acrylic paint was introduced in the 60s,
early 60s, late 50s, early 60s. Acrylic colours came from the States. Yeah, designed as a wall paint, because they could stand up to the conditions of light and heat in a place like Mexico, which we're not that familiar with in Europe.
Exactly. Then we have this German brand, which you also mentioned.
Schminke, yes. Schminke, again, watercolours, oil colours, everything. But the oil colours in particular, their top brand is Mussini.
Yeah.
And this was a special formula which was developed by an Italian by the name of Mussini, who was looking for a suitable partner who would be capable of mass producing to the required quality. And he eventually settled with Schminke. And they have continued ever since. Okay,
you said that the most expensive range, because the difference in price is totally immense, from 850 to 50, and the most expensive one are the cobalt.
Cobalts, yes, that's correct. Yeah. The seriously expensive pigment, expensive to source and process.
But you can even go more expensive than that, because when we go here to this exciting brand.
Our newest manufacturer in the house, Michael Harding, and he is actually producing the most traditional of the oil colours in the most traditional manner, even including lapis lazuli.
Yeah, exactly.
Which he has sometimes. It is very expensive, difficult to obtain, and not that easy to actually process successfully as an oil paint.
It's from Afghanistan,
It's from Afghanistan.
From war-torn Afghanistan.
Absolutely. Probably comes in on the back of a tank from Helmand or something.
And it's like 80 euros or something, yeah?
Yeah, 79 euros.
79 euros.
That's right, yeah.
That's this one here, or what is the one? The lapis lazuli one?
The lapis lazuli, this guy, exactly, that shows the colour. This is a handmade colour chart.
Yeah.
So each colour chart is
Okay,
specially
Connor,
prepared by
we're
hand.
going to end this video by showing these beautiful wooden structures. What can you tell about that? It's also something you do in the shop, eh?
They are, yeah. These are bespoke stretchers, which we do specially to size for people. You give us the size, and we will produce required stretcher for stretching canvas on.
Okay.
Which we also do.
Thank you very much, Connor. It was very interesting to hear you explaining about all the beautiful products, and I wish you good business and a lot of good clients, which will be maybe very famous painters in the future.
Thank you very much. Right. Take your time, look around.